What's up, folks? Welcome to Get Rich 101. I gotta tell you why I'm smiling. I gotta tell you why I'm smiling in a minute. But anyway, let me finish my intro. So, welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host, I'm Sekou Wrights. I'm an author, and my most recent book is a book I keep telling you all about. Hack Your Pain Now. If you got any pain that you want to hack, check out this book. All right. Thanks for New Thought Community Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to grow. I greatly appreciate them. And also, I'm not your personal trainer. No matter what I give here that might seem like advice, you've got to do your own research. Okay, that's it. Let me get right to it because I'm so excited. I know B King was telling me that I get excited when I start skipping words and things when I get excited. So I'm trying to keep calm, cool, collected. But let me tell you something. Let me do the affirmation and let's get into it. All right? Let's get into it. Rev Mel says she uses this affirmation outside of here. I was like, I don't use this reservation outside here. I need to pick that up. So thank you, Rev Mel. All right, here we go. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Now, let me tell y'all something. Let me remind you where we are. I had a personal training past weekend. And because of where she was going, because of how she was thinking, I was thinking it might be best for you to talk to Wall Street Trapper. And so I offered him up and I said, maybe you want to buy Wall Street Trapper, right? And so I was like, well, I should do that. I should buy Wall Street Trapper. I can't be recommending nothing that I haven't experienced myself. I trust Wall Street Trapper now. I trust Wall Street Trapper because his story is amazing and his facts are exact, right? So I bought Wall Street Trapper, $27. I mean, $27. I don't know why it took this long. I buy it for $27, and don't you know? I was like this. I was thinking it's going to be the same. That was me. I was like, what? Speaking of which, get rich 101 mugs. Check that out. But seriously, I was like, what? Because let me sip and calm down. Because he started talking about something I'd never heard of. Like right out the gate, he started talking about something I'd never heard of. And I was like, what? He talked about inverse ETFs. And I was like, what is that? I know what ETFs are. I hope you know them well, what they are also. Because if you don't, that means I haven't been talking about them enough. But ETFs, I won't get into it right now because I got all those things I want to talk about. But inverse ETFs, I was like, inverse ETFs. And it took me the longest time. To figure out why that was bothering me last night. I was up all night. And I'm still energetic, right? Still energized. I was up all night last night because if there's this whole segment of inverse ETFs, whatever those are, within the stock market that I've never even heard of, how much more of the stock market can there be that I've never even heard of? How much more can there be that I've never even heard of? I was like, what is going on? I could not sleep. I was just just rocking. Nelson come look at me like, "You gonna sleep yet? You're not gonna sleep yet?" But I'm gonna go curl up on the floor. But I could not sleep. I could not sleep. I could not sleep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Once I got on that train of thought, I started thinking, and I didn't know what I was looking for. I was just looking for something. And I found this post that I had saved. I had saved this post a long time ago. A long time ago. Like, I want to emphasize that because it's not something new I just found. It's something I found a long time ago, but the brain synapses had to connect. The brain synapses had to connect, right? So this old post about Nancy Pelosi. You know her. She's state of representatives, whatever. And it said that the average House of Representatives salary is $140,000. 140,000. And that means I was making more, much more than the average House of Representatives. Because I was making 200. 200 versus 140. Right? Like, but yet, look at how all these House of Representatives are living, though. How they're living. Like, you've gotten bits and pieces. Like, they won't put it on Front Street, but you've caught bits and pieces, right? Anyway, this site said 140,000, but her net worth has shot up. Everyone's net worth has shot up. Like, everyone. I saw Obama. I saw Kamala. I saw everybody. Everybody's net worth has grown. So let me give you one I remember. I think Kamala's was 3 million. She had a $3 million net worth coming in. Now, first of all, that's huge. That's huge. 3 million coming in is huge, right? But after being in where she is now, vice president, she's got like 70 million. Yeah, 70. I was like, what? What happened in those few years? Okay, so let me be clear about this. I was still thinking about what I'm missing. What I'm missing, right? Why am I so caught up in Wall Street Trapper telling me about inverse ETFs that I've never heard of before? And what I found out is that Obama passed a law. I'm gonna put it up on the stage for you. All right, so Obama. Because in February 2012, the Stock Act passed in the Senate by a 96-3 vote. The only no votes were Senators Jeff Bingham, Richard Burr, and Tom Coburn. Later, the House of Representatives passed it by a 417-2 vote. The bill was supported heavily by vulnerable incumbents and signed into law by President Obama. Okay. What does it mean? What does it mean, right? What does it mean? What it means is that the House of Representatives and all the people who are in that frame had to suddenly start reporting their income, their stock trades. Now let me hit you with it. I gotta hit you slow because this is exciting, right? Okay. What Obama passed is that all those secret moves that the House of Representatives were making was suddenly available to everyone. Available to everyone. Mind you, I looked them up this morning. I was like, what? It's available. It's all available. It's all available. All you gotta do is look for it. All you have to do is look for it. Now, let me explain something to you. Let me explain to you for those of you that's not connecting yet. What this means is that these people, these House representatives, are earning less than I was earning, right? But they are living much better, much better, much better because they are tuning into their stock market and they're playing the stock market on yet another level that I don't know. There's something else that I don't know because Wall Street Trapper talked about inverse ETFs, whatever that is, there's something else open to me and you that gives us the wait, I'm sorry, I'm getting hyped. Hold on. Woo, woo. Hold on. Let me drink. Hold on. Okay. What I'm saying is that these people, these Wall Street people, no, not Wall Street, sorry, these politician people have done a lot with their other means of income because they can only maintain a certain salary. Like 140 is not that much, right? But they've got net worths of double-digit thousands, like 60, 70, 80, 100,000, like serious net worth, right? So I've got to figure out what it is. I've got to figure out what it is that makes them play because they're doing the same thing. We're making the same amount of money. Well, we're making the same amount of money, right? But no one came out and was like, hey, you're making 200,000. Let's give you the keys to the castle. No, that didn't happen. There was no leper, no what it calls what do you call them? Elves. There was no elf jumping out like, hey, let's show you to the magic castle. It wasn't that. There was no one that came out with it. You've got to know where to put your stuff, where to put your finances. And what I wish I had done, what I wish I had known then was where to put my stuff when I was making 200,000. When I was making 200,000, because I would have put it all in the same places where Nancy Pelosi and all these politicians are putting their money. Now, I'll tell you one really quickly. There's this woman, I don't even know her name. I just clicked into her, but she was a young person. I can't remember what she was, House of Representatives or whatever, but she was one of those. She's had 2 trades as compared to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is the index for all things financial. And both of those stocks, both her plays were well beyond the S&P 500. I'm talking about well beyond, like really high. I was like, how did she get that? How did she get? And both of them were like on. She'd been on debt holding the stock for like 6 days. 6 days. You bought a real stock for 6 days and then sold it for more than the S&P 500. More than the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 is what I've been saying every time I talk about it. That S&P 500 is the main thing you want. You know, it's not FANG if it's S&P 500. It's not FANG, it's S&P 500 because it's a failsafe. We're talking about this young lady made 2 trades that were better than the S&P 500. I can't I can't comprehend this. So let me tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I am just discovering the bare bones of the minimum. Like I know it doesn't feel like that to you, but that's how it feels to me. Like I'm experiencing the bare bones of the experiment because all these senators, all the senators are balling. You can look it up. Just Google it. It's like, I forget what I said, but Congress, something like I don't remember exactly what I wrote, but it's available. It's available. Lots of sites come up with lots of international. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped. Wait a minute. Let me drink some more. Let me drink some more. All right. So all I'm saying is that there's lots to be learned, and I'm at the beginning of the ladder. And all the things that I've been doing, weekend hustle and all that, they've been a little bit up on the ladder. But now I see there's so much more. There's so much more. Wall Street Trapper put me onto something more. And that put me onto something else. I started looking for something else. And I found out there's even more out there. And so I am going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out because that's it. That's it. Because let me explain something. I'm going to try to explain something. There seems to be two worlds, right? There is a world that we play in, like 140, $150,000 per year, right? Balling, right? But also, there is another world that exists that operates higher. Like you can have 140,000 salary and have 70,000 equity. Like 70,000 equity, and you must be able to trade off of that as it stands, as a solid thing. You don't sell any of it. You just let it sit. What? I'm just like, I am tripping. I'm tripping. So I'm going to be in the net all day. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. My mom sent me a note yesterday. Said, stick to one thing. Yeah. No, Mom. No, Mom, because this is it. This is it. Like, what are we talking about? All right, let me see if I have any questions because I am hyped. As you can tell, I'm hyped. Let me see if I got any questions. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Okay. So here's Linda. So Obama didn't pass a law. It was signed by him after being submitted and and passed by both the House and the Senate. Okay. Thus, we as a general population, as a result of this law, are able to see how much our elected representatives are making and from what sources. Yes, we can learn from them by studying their positive habits. Wow, thanks for that, Linda. Thanks for that. There it is. There it is. We can learn from them. Woo. Anyway. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. These 6 million people. Yes, you are giving us the secret sauce. They actually have extra income without working several jobs. Come on with it. Yeah. 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 That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry. I'll say what else what other comments you guys have. Oops, sorry. Post that already. Uh, we need to. Oh, sorry. We need to pay attention to Linda from the Colorado mountains. Yes, thanks, Linda. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. Um, goodness, take your time. Yeah, take my time. For Get Rich 101. Get Rich 101. All right. The more you learn, the more we're learning because of and through you. Yeah. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm reading all your quotes. You've had a lot of things to do. Get her on my show. Get Kamala Harris on my show. I don't know if she's ready. I don't know if she's ready yet. I don't know if she's ready yet. Um, okay. Yeah. So obviously I caught nervy because lots of people were saying things in the chat. Yeah. And yeah. So thanks for the information, Linda. Thanks for the information. And and I did it myself this morning. I looked just to see, and I saw all these websites. They have different, and they have all the representatives listed, boom, 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 and what their stocks are. And so I need to figure out what it is that's making them make their choices. And once I figure that out, oh man, man. And by the way, so one more thing. So I told you about the woman who I gave advice to this weekend. I told her that she needed to converge her stocks because what she had was what I call wish upon a star stocks. These are stocks that you just buy. You just buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Got a long list of stocks. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're wish upon a star because you're hoping that something's going to happen. But stocks, like a good number for a stock to turn out is 10 to 20%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 10 to 20% is a huge number because you think about what you get at your bank, you get like, less than 1%. So 10 to 20% is a huge number, right? But let's make the number 100%. Let's make it 100%, right? So if you got all these different stocks, right, and say one of them hits for 100, it's only going to turn that number twice. So say you had $2, hit it for 100, it's going to be $4, right? But if you had all that money stacked on here, well, money from the different stocks stacked on here, that'd be instead of $2, you'd be stacking on $200, and then that 200 would be what's my math? 200? No, 400. 400. Yeah, $400. Same thing, same move. You've got the I can't quite get the name, but anyway, you can consolidate better if you got everything down to into one or two stocks. Because then, if those are stocks are known, like the S&P 500, you will do well. It will bounce much faster. It bounce much faster than it would with a bunch of different stocks with a couple $100 here and there. You know what I mean? So that's important. That's important. That's important. That you need to understand that, and also I need to understand it. I understand. I know Feed King's gonna be mad at me for telling you this, but yeah, I need to understand it because last night last night I was up last night. So last night I looked at my transfer of stocks over to Schwab because Schwab just took over. I can't remember what I had, but I had something. But anyway, Schwab took over that money, took over those stocks, and put them all under there. And now I'm looking, and I found this account that I bought a long time ago, and it was an account where I was trying to buy every stock in the Dow. Every stock in the Dow because only like 30 stocks in the Dow. 30 stocks, I was like, I can buy that. Right? I did not finish. I did not do it. But at the time, I was like, I'm gonna buy every stock in the Dow. Yay! No, it did not happen. And I learned two things. One, there's a thing that I've been talking about in terms of stacking. Two, things can fall out of the Dow anytime because I was very excited that I had Walgreens. Walgreens also owns Dwayne Reed, also owns CVS, like all those things, all those different companies owned by Walgreens. But Walgreens got kicked out of the Dow. I was like, what? They got kicked out of the Dow. And so that taught me that I've got to pay attention more to the performance than to the name. So pay attention to the performance. So what I have to do for myself is I have to truncate those various items for the Dow into just a few, because those just a few will jump higher, faster than having 30 different single stock entities. All right. I hope that's clear. So let me know if that's clear. Leave a comment because I feel like I'm being clear, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's it. So I am going to do that, and I'm going to stay in the money and figure out what these politicians are doing. Linda, if you know, hit me up. Hit me up because I'm very curious. I told you that one woman, she made 2 trades and both of them outshined the S&P 500. I was like, wow. I mean, the S&P 500, that's big. Mm. I wonder if they're doing better than Warren Buffett. Interesting. All right, I gotta go. Great show. Great show. Thanks. V King. And yeah, I kept myself up last night. Mom, I gotta tell you, I think this is it. So anyway, let me just finish by saying this. I'm going to continue doing the weekend hustle. Weekend hustle. I'm going to continue doing that. And I am going to also study inverse ETFs. And I'm also going to study whatever these politicians are studying, right? Because I know now that there are so many different ways. Like I've said it myself, there are so many different ways to play the stock market. But I didn't know it was like that. Like you can play a whole game within the stock market. All right, folks. So if you have any questions, comments, criticism, let me know. I'm doing my class on Saturday, and if you have already been involved in any way, you can come for free. But new people is $25 to come to class on Saturday. Is $25 for new people. But for you that have already been down, you've already heard me talk about it, come on through. And there's so much more to talk about. All right, folks. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks so much for watching me work through it. Yeah, because I was hyped. And remember that now is better than perfect. I should.